We got the numbers for WrestleMania's first hour on ESPN2 and regular ESPN. This was reported by Front Office Sports, and the ESPN2 hour featuring the Drew McIntyre Jacob Fatu match and the trios match with the Usos and LA Knight over the Vision and Speed did 1,620,000 viewers and a .62 in the 18 to 49 demo. Sunday's hour did 1,820,000 viewers and a .65 in the demo. So WWE put out a press release calling this the most watched broadcast on ESPN2 this year and the most watched ESPN telecast of the weekend. So I think many people will compare this to the UFC numbers on CBS for the last two pay-per-views, where they took 2 hours and put it on CBS while simulcasting it on Paramount Plus, which WrestleMania was being simulcast on ESPN Unlimited. And those shows did like 2.6 and 2.5 million viewers for those ones as well. So it was a significantly larger audience. Now, CBS is bigger than ESPN, but there's also a lot more subscribers on Paramount Plus as well, that you would think like there's probably a lot of people on ESPN Plus, way more than ESPN Unlimited. So like the numbers were fine, but like I have recalled people talking about like the idea of WrestleMania airing on television and the millions and millions of viewers it would do. And especially the Sunday show, like that was as big a match as possible that you were presenting to people. And like, it's fine, but I would not call the Sunday show strong. Like it's a strong ESPN2 number on Saturday, but for Sunday, I was certainly thinking that they could maybe pull in over 3 million viewers. That was kind of in my head as, you know, a goal that was attainable.
Do you think it's an issue of like maybe people not being conditioned to this, or is this what the pie is in 2026 for WWE viewers?
I think this is sort of the pie for it. And like I can't imagine, like I'm sure there was a very healthy audience watching on the app at the same time, but we know that ESPN Unlimited is like, it's still a small fraction of people that are subscribed. It's a very new service. I think this sort of does tell you that like there is nothing I think bigger you could promote on ESPN than an hour of WrestleMania, unless you like put the entire show on itself or maybe a Royal Rumble. But I don't think they're going to go that far to put like that. Like this is kind of to me like the biggest you could imagine for this, with the exception the Cena retirement would have been very interesting if it had aired on NBC instead of just on Peacock last December. But I'd be a bit disappointed with the Sunday number. Saturday was healthy, especially it was like less of a marquee set of matches, but also ESPN2. That's a very good number for them. Do you
if you're WWE though, like, is this, or if you're ESPN, is this still worth trying again? Because what exactly do you lose? You still get people signing up for the app. All you're giving away is 1 hour of this show that is essentially your Barker show for the app anyway.
Well, that's the data I would be most interested in, is how many subscribers did ESPN Unlimited go into the weekend with, and how many did it come out with at the end of WrestleMania? And for that reason, I do think they will try this again. And they haven't announced anything for Backlash, but we do have that 6 p.m. start time that it wouldn't surprise me. I think it'll come down, you know, you could put it on ESPN, you can put it on ESPN2, but yes, I do think they will do this again. Do they do it every month? Perhaps. But I think ultimately it's going to come down to exactly how many of these people ended up signing up for the service, because this is the best commercial WWE has to send viewers to subscribe.
If not every PLE, then maybe the big four, big five, you know, like any maybe larger scale show that warrants, you know, 4 hours instead of a 3 hour show.
Does Backlash Tampa qualify as that?
Not sure.
No, not sure.
Well, we don't have Pat McAfee anymore, so maybe not.
It is WrestleMania month at postwrestling.com. Wei Ting and John Pollock go live all WrestleMania week beginning Monday, April the 13th. Sign up for the Post Wrestling Cafe and you will get live shows all week long leading into our coverage that weekend of WrestleMania 42. This month, we're also bringing you reviews of Spring Break 2 from New Orleans in 2018 and a special Patrons Pick edition of Rewind Away. Sign up now at postwrestlingcafe.com, and this month, new subscribers get 50% off for the first month. Head on over to postwrestlingcafe.com.